What's going on, guys? It's Adonis. Now, the scans for the manga chapter 29 of Dragon Ball Super just dropped today. I was asleep, woke up, saw it, and I was like, boy, let me see what Herms98 had to say about it. And we found out some really not interesting, just a confirmation around Jiren and his power. Let's get into it. Now, if you are fans of Dragon Ball Super, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you have notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content. So the scans for manga chapter 29 are out. Some really interesting things that we see during this is obviously the continuation of the gods of destruction fighting in the kind of mock tournament. A couple of things that stand out in this are obviously all the gods are going at it. There isn't a definitive stronger fighter or strongest warrior when it comes to the gods. Nothing is really definitive at this point until we actually get the full translations to see if there's any information there. But all the gods look battered, all of them. They all look beat. They're all going ham, which is really interesting because Zeno, or the two Zeno, they can't really see what's going on. So I'm not 100% sure what that means as far as Zeno goes, as far as his combat power, because they really couldn't see what was going on. Now, it may be the smoke that was on the stage because it was engulfed in a lot of smoke because of the fight. Or it could just be that they're moving at a speed that Zeno just can't see. But Zeno maybe has a ridiculous amount of power to wipe a universe completely without blinking. We've seen that in the anime. Now, two really big standouts in this chapter, just the scans, obviously not the translations, is one, during the final kind of punch between Quitela and Beerus, these two seem to be the last two standing at this point. That doesn't really mean anything. It's not like they were both fighting every single warrior. It was kind of like one-on-ones and stuff throughout the tournament. At least that's what it seems like so far. But with this, though, the fight gets stopped by the Daishinkan. Grand Priest comes in, one fingers both of them, bang, stops the fight. That was crazy. I was like, yo, I did not see that coming, of him actually just jumping in and stopping it. That was super fly. We haven't really seen him in action at all in the anime yet. So really cool to see him play a physical role in this little mock tournament. I thought that was really cool. Now, another interesting thing before we get into the confirmations that we're talking about Jiren is the fact that the angels are healing the gods of destruction afterwards. And you see Vermouth or Belmod, depending on the translation, holding out his hand saying he didn't want to be healed. I thought that was really interesting. That doesn't really say much. We don't know if that means he wasn't injured. It doesn't mean if, maybe he's fine with energy or whatever. But yeah, he didn't want the help. So I don't know really what that means. But hopefully we find out a little bit more about that in the next chapter. Now, the really, really massive information in this is the confirmation. This is coming from Toppo. Toppo ends up fighting Goku. It seems as if it could be the perfected Super Saiyan Blue state. It could just be Super Saiyan. We're not really 100% sure yet. I really haven't been able to tell from the scans itself. But essentially, after the gods fight, the Daishinkan decides that he wants Goku and Toppo to fight, assuming that it's not going to be as hectic as watching the Battle of Gods. It's kind of what it was. But the Gods of Destruction's actually fighting in the tournament. So they go at it, and you see Toppo kick the shit out of Goku. Like, it looks like he kicks him in the dick. That's what it looks like. I was like, yo, that's gotta fucking hurt. But the big thing about this, though, is during the fight, he says to Goku, and this is confirmed from a translation from Herms, stating that Jiren is stronger than Vermouth or Belmod, depending on the translation. He's actually stronger in combat power. So that doesn't mean that he's more skilled. It just means in actual strength, he's stronger than the Universe 11 God of Destruction. That is confirmed in writing in the manga chapter. That is crazy. Now, how this translates to the anime is kind of something that we've been assuming since the special. Episode 110, they were talking about that Jiren is, the rumored mortal stronger than a god of destruction. Now, is there other mortals out there stronger than Jiren? Well, I'm assuming that if Goku does defeat Jiren without a ring out, like if he actually defeats Jiren, that there's probably going to be more mortals out there stronger than Jiren. I would assume, because of the fact that the whole idea of Dragon Ball has been like the next fighter is stronger. Unless Goku starts fighting gods at that point, which could happen, but who knows? It's just kind of cool to know for a fact, at least in the manga, that Jiren is more powerful. Like I said, combat power, more powerful than the Universe 11 God of Destruction. That's crazy to know, like factual, like no theories, no assumptions, like that is fact, which is so crazy. So I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Do you think that Jiren is going to be as strong as the manga version of Jiren? Do you think that they're going to paint that way? Because we've seen different, continuities, different forms in the manga that we haven't seen in the anime, like perfected Super Saiyan Blue. We haven't seen that. So let me know your guys' thoughts on that. Do you think Jiren is going to be as strong as he is in the manga? Or do you think they're going to play a certain thing, like he has a technique or ability just to continuously get stronger? I want to know your guys' thoughts on that. Also, let me know your guys' theories on who you think is the strongest god. Or do you think there's like tiers, like there's like 3 tiers, of the bottom tier, mid tier, and the highest tier, and maybe Beerus, Quitela, and Vermouth are in that. Who knows? But let me know your guys' thoughts on what god you think is the strongest based on the information we've seen thus far in the manga chapter. Let me know. And make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future content. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button. Show your boy some love. And if you want to check out my last video, the link will be right here to the side. All right, guys. Till next time. See you later.